The upper lower split, the most talked about split on the internet right now. Is it for you? And if so, how can you use it to build the most amount of muscle as possible? If you like videos like this, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe. All right, let's get into it. So what actually is the upper lower split? It's exactly as it sounds. It's a 4-day split with 2 upper days and 2 lower days. You can structure it however you like. You can do an upper lower rest, or a lower upper rest, or an upper rest lower rest, however you want. But the whole idea of the split is to minimize fatigue and maximize recovery. So why is it so good? Well, to start off, it's easy to structure. This means all you have to do is choose one exercise per muscle group, about 4 to 5 exercises for an upper body session. This means you're in and out of the gym within 45 minutes to an hour and 15 minutes. And you get a full body pump. And I mean full body. It's also very easy to progress using because you train one part of the muscle on upper A, then you do a lower body, then you do a rest day, and then you come back to it on upper B, but you also train the other part of the muscle. For example, for biceps, you might train incline curls on upper A, then you've got legs, then a rest, then upper B, you might do preacher curls. So you're also not training that exact same movement, and you're not breaking down the exact same muscle, but you're still training the biceps, and it's still recovering from the last session. So then when it's fresh, when you come back to upper A the next week, you can easily progress the weight because you haven't overtrained it. Yeah, simple as that. If you can understand that gibberish, good for you, but I couldn't even understand it. But pretty much what that means is you can train one part of the muscle on one day, then recover fully by the time you have to train it the next time, which is in the next week. But how do you actually structure it? The way that I would structure an upper lower session is I would put the weakest muscle group that you need to bring up the most as the first exercise, knowing that once you get to the end of the workout and your last exercise, you'll have the least amount of energy, and therefore you won't be able to put as much effort into it, and it won't get as much growth as opposed to the first exercise where you're fresh, you have energy, pre-workout's hitting, you're loving the vibes. By the end of it, it's probably gonna be lateral raises, and you're probably gonna wanna just walk out of the gym and skip it completely. Or calves. Put calves first for lower body. I still don't train them. Keep in mind, whatever exercises that you choose on upper A, I would choose a different variation to do on upper B. What this pretty much means is if you do an incline press on upper A, make sure that instead on upper B, you're doing a chest fly. So you're working different parts of the muscle, but you're not doing the exact same exercise. And also with lower body, you could do one lower A where you're in the gym and another lower B when you're out of the gym, doing a run or a cycle or something like that, or whatever fits into your lifestyle, whatever you want to do. This could be a way to fit it in a bit better than being in the gym 4 days a week. Instead, you do 3 days in the gym and then 1 day doing a cardio, which might help you cut or bulk or whatever fits into your needs. But if you're going to do 2 lower body sessions in the gym, once again, I'd make sure you do like a hack squat, and then on lower B, instead of doing a hack squat, you do a barbell squat or a pendulum squat, and then you do a seated hamstring curl instead of a laying hamstring curl, and then calf raises, instead of doing standing, you do seated. You can just mix and match so that you're not training the exact same exercise, but you're also hitting the same muscle. I train each exercise between 1 or 2 sets, making sure that I'm working between the 4 to 7 rep range, not going above that, because if you go above that, your cardiovascular system becomes a limiting factor instead of your muscular system. Pretty much means that you will stop because you become overly exerted as opposed to your muscles stopping. And also working from 4 to 7 reps means that you also in and out of the gym a lot faster. Each set is a lot easier to recover from as opposed to training in higher reps, which is harder to recover from. And because the split is based on maximizing recovery, you should be working with lower rep ranges in every exercise. You should also only be doing 4 to 6 sets per muscle per week. So it's a very low volume split. So why is it actually better than the other splits that we have? The easy answer is push-pull legs is a 6-day split and arguably has way too much volume in it and not enough time to rest, having 6 days on and 1 day off. And also your arms become a weak point because they're not a specific target in it. The Arnold split, it's fun, except 2 big muscle groups are worked on the same day, being chest and back. Very hard to recover from. If you train your chest at a high intensity, your back is most likely not going to be able to be trained at the same intensity. Otherwise, you're going to be fried the next day and you're not even going to be able to get out of bed. Also, because you have an arm day, usually what you train on the last exercise of the arm day becomes a weak point of your physique. Doing a full body split is very similar to upper lower. Instead of having 5 exercises, you're more likely to have 10 exercises, and by the end of it, when you train your first exercise versus your last exercise, there's going to be a massive difference in the energy that you're able to output in your last exercise versus your first exercise. The gym sessions are way longer, not as fun. You're in there for like 2 or 3 hours, and overall, just not a very fun split to do. So is the upper lower split for you? Yes, I would highly recommend trying it out, because at the end of the day, if you don't enjoy it, you could always just go back to your old split. Ultimately, the best split that you're gonna find is something that fits into your lifestyle. If push-pull legs fits in your lifestyle and you need to be in the gym 6 days a week because it helps your mental clarity, or if full body fits into your life a bit better, that's gonna be the best split for you. Ultimately, the one that's gonna make you go to the gym the most consistently and you're actually gonna enjoy it the most is gonna be the most beneficial split for you. So if you try upper lower and don't like it, just go back to your old split. But if you enjoy upper lower, it might increase your performance in the gym and make you build a little bit more muscle. So give it a go. If you don't enjoy it, switch back. Personally for me, I'm enjoying it and it's fitting within my lifestyle and I'm looking the best I ever have. So I'm gonna continue doing it. That's about it, everybody. If you like videos like this, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Thank you all for the support so much and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye-bye.